beautiful soul stars, welcome to Starlight, Starbright Tarot. I hope you're all well. Love, light and blessings to each and every one of you. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Okay, love to you guys. Help us to find the right path for the collective. What's going on in their lives? What do they need to do? And we have the Three of Wands. Yeah, looking out into the world, planning. The Three of Wands could also represent expansion. So, you know, looking out into the world, watching the sailing boat, sitting up in a tree. There's some childish energy here, of course. You may have long hair. I'm getting, even though this is black and white, I'm getting red hair or something to do with red in the hair and ribbons here. But it's also forget-me-nots. So there's something here to do with forget-me-nots. There's something that you need to remember and you just can't quite put your finger on it. There's something that you're forgetting and need to remember, and you're looking out into the world, you're trying to get information, you're trying to, or you're waiting for information to come in, for something to come into your life so that you can remember. And there's three here, and what I'm talking about are these three strings hanging from the tree, and they're tied in little bows, you know, like tying red ribbon around your you know, your finger and things like that, so you can remember something. So there's something here to do with you trying to remember something, you've forgotten something. But also there's an old song, tie a yellow ribbon round the old oak tree. So you know, and it's like a homecoming, you know, you're waiting for something or someone to come back in. But this card is about expansion, it's about going out into the world. Maybe you're looking for some kind of direction, you know, you don't know what to plan, you don't know what you should be planning. What we should do is prepare for anything with Three of Wands. And Three of Wands is fire energy, it can be Aries energy. So, you know, you're looking out into the world and yeah, it feels chaotic, but here you sit serenely. You know, this is serenity here, finding peace in all the chaos. There could be a fear around traveling or going out into the world in some way. But three as well, three forget-me-nots. You could be at a distance from three people in your life, or they're at a distance from you. Yeah. And I'm getting like, lest we forget, like somebody that you can't forget, or people that are tied to you spiritually in some way, people who are important to you, with the Three of Wands here. And threes are about collaboration, yeah, coming together to collaborate with others. That was yesterday's reading. But at the moment you're kind of taking time to yourself. If you're not, you need to take time to yourself. You need to find some kind of calm, peace and serenity. And instead of trying to think your way through your life, you need to kind of start feeling your way through life, letting yourself be guided. Wands are very much intuitive energy, trusting your intuition. They're also basic instinct. You know, don't doubt your own instincts when it comes to what you need to do. If you're having a hard time finding peace, you know, just find 5 minutes. That's why meditation's good. You know, looking into water even can be very helpful, or the sound of water, that kind of thing I'm getting. So anyway, let's move along. And thank you to the new subscribers who are subscribing. It's great to have you here. Oh, and the Ten of Swords. Yeah, there's exhaustion here, betrayal, you know, turning your back on everything. You could have back pain, shoulder pain, stress. This is highly stressed, as much as anything else, but it's 10. You've hit rock bottom. You have gone as low as you can go. There has been a lot of betrayal. This is maybe the thing too. You might have been a very peaceful person in your childhood, regardless of the chaos around you, and now, you know, you've been through betrayal, you've been through pain, you've been through kind of suffering and loss. This could also be passed over loved ones and things like that as well. But it's time to let go of all of this, and the body feels a lot of pain in different ways. Memories can trigger a lot of pain within us, and we need to let these memories go, or the pain memory go. And I saw something a while back, and I didn't know this, but the whole body, like the whole body, every element of your body is renewed every 10 years. So yeah, we get to keep our memories, but the body is new. So if you're 10, 20, 30, 40 years old, whatever, so forth, the last 10 years are all you should be carrying with you. So, you know, if you know, does that make sense? It's like, you should only be carrying the last 10 years with you. And if that has been a less painful time than, say, your childhood, then, you know, you've been holding on to the pain memory for too long, because the body has a pain memory. But where does that pain memory come from? If our whole body is renewed every 10 years, it comes from the mind. You know, it comes from your memories. And then your mind reminds your body that you should be suffering in some way. So, you know, you've been through suffering, but this is coming to an end. So when you think of it like that, it's like only the last 10 years is how you should be feeling. And if the last 10 years have been, you know, terrible, then this is ending, is what I'm getting. You've hit kind of rock bottom. But also somebody else could be thinking about you. You know, they could be thinking of happier times. You know, you could also be an inspiration to others. You may have been a very wise child. You may have been inspirational from the beginning. You know, born spiritual is what I'm getting. And then we have the Magician. So, you know, this is Gemini energy here as well. This could be like stage fright, anxiety regarding being on stage or putting yourself out there, putting yourself forward. Or there could be something between you and this Magician, this suffering, this pain, or this loss. Yeah, because, you know, we have a feminine lying here. So with the same kind of hair as this person sitting on the tree. So there's something here to do with children and swings and things like that. But yeah, something's over, or the worst is over, the sorrow here. But the Magician tells us that you have to get back up. This is alchemy as well. You have to put yourself out there is what I'm getting as well. You can't sit stagnating. So there's a level of stagnation here as well. That needs to be overcome. So you kind of need to take all your gifts and talents, everything at your disposal, and rise up and put yourself out there in some way, put yourself out into the world. Now, with the Magician, this is kind of almost like I'm getting, you know, when they have the woman in a box and they put the sword in, that kind of thing, a magic act, yeah, that kind of thing. So, you know, behind the scenes, we don't always know what's going on behind the scenes, but what's going on behind the scenes doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. If we knew what, I've said this before, if we knew how magicians did what they did, it wouldn't be as exciting, it wouldn't be as interesting. You wouldn't bother going and seeing them. So the Magician represents alchemy as well. You know, all of these things have brought you to become the magician, your own magician in life, turning all this pain into power and power into action, putting yourself out there. You're very gifted and talented. You have something to offer the world in some way, but stress and worry and loss and grief is holding you back. The Magician can also be a medicine man, you know, a person of medicine, good medicine. So there could be something here to do with the medical system or to do with injury, things like that. I'm getting the shoulders in particular, but yeah, there's good medicine here. It's like faith healing I'm getting here as well. Understanding that the body is a self-healing machine and we just need to give it some time to rest. You know, quieten the mind, stop, you know, don't keep mulling over why this went wrong or why you lost this person or why have you lost so much. You know, I did have a download this morning, is that you'll lose everything until you realize there is only God. So it's kind of like the sooner you come to faith, because you're in the devil's grip when you're not, and it's the devil that takes everything from you. Because you're kind of like in limbo, you're neither of faith. When you're in doubt, you're neither of faith and you're neither of the devil. So it's kind of like a fight for your soul, and you're caught in the chaos, if that makes sense. So you need to sort of rise up and, you know, thinking about your health as well. Thinking about mental health. You may work with people with addictions and mental health and things like that. So yeah, it's, you know, somebody's worried that something's come to an end as well. We could have siblings here, yeah, and somebody else in the middle. Yeah, it's like silence here as well, not speaking, being very silent, hiding away. But, you know, if somebody's gone missing in action, like, you know, not literally, but if you're not hearing from someone, it could be because they're trying to deal with their stress, their trauma. Yeah, or maybe they find it very stressful and traumatic to be around people because they're trying to heal. So there's healing energy here. And then we have the Empress. Oh, the Emperor, I mean. So more Aries energy. So we have the Emperor here. Yeah, something here is working in the shadows. The Emperor, you know, oversees many lands. They're very powerful. So there's a lot of power here is what I'm getting. Yeah, somebody probably could be meant to lead. There's leadership here with the Emperor. Like, it's like somebody's trying to fulfill a childhood dream of like being the magician, of being on stage, being out there in some way. You know, working behind the scenes. But they're going to end up being on a totally different career track where they end up becoming like a public figure of some kind. But also there's, yeah, I'm going to keep going. Sorry, there's lots of messages coming in. Oh, that's 4 cards anyway, so that's enough. I can't fit them on camera. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. And this is coming in. So there's an offer, a business offer or something like that coming in. Maybe you have to go to see the Emperor. Maybe you have to go to somebody, a real estate agent, something like that as well. Putting in a resume, you want to change your business, or something's coming in from the future, coming towards you. Yeah, waiting for your ships to come in. Something's definitely moving towards you. There is a feminine riding a massive big white dog. Yeah. But the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, oh no, it's not a female, it's a man. Sorry, I have bad eyesight, which is improving actually. But yeah, so somebody else is coming in. They have like a light mustache and a little bit of a goatee of some kind. Very, very intense eyes. Their eyebrows are low to their eyes, you know, like their eyebrows, and there's not a lot of distance between their eyebrows and their eyes. Very strong. Like, this person has a very strong upper body. They could work out. They're kind of thick. Not, you're not overweight, but thick. I'm getting like somebody who lifts weights. Oh, and then we have the World. Yeah, new chapter opening, you know, wishes fulfilled, something like that. Also, you know, this is protection. Somebody's moving to, you know, moving out in order to protect the world, in order to protect you. This is Alice in Wonderland and the White Rabbit in this deck. So we'll keep going. I'm not sure actually what's going on here. But yeah, something's coming into the Emperor, or you need to go to the Emperor, get some kind of permission. But, you know, somebody's hiding something, like they're hiding their pain, they're hiding betrayal, they're hiding themselves. Yeah, somebody's in hiding is what I'm getting, and they're not letting on. Or there's been some some guilt here, there's hiding guilt. Carrying guilt with you is what I'm getting. But the Knight of Pentacles is an offer. You know, it could be a year from now. Coming from the world. You know, coming from the world. So coming from somewhere else and traveling in. So you could be getting somebody who's going to visit you or something like that. You need to kind of be the Emperor is what I'm getting. Or someone's thinking of you. You know, very gifted and talented. You're a show person, a showman of some kind, or a showwoman. Yeah. Sorry, let's just keep going. Some readings are, you know, are like this. Some readings are a little bit confusing, confused. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. So, you know, this is out in the country as well. This is, you know, land and land ownership. You know, a neighbour, talking over the fence to a neighbour. But Ten of Pentacles is, you know, long-term stability. It's long-term financial. Like, you don't have to worry about money when the Ten of Pentacles shows up. You could be at a distance, like somebody's at the ocean, you're in the country, somebody younger than you is thinking about you with these forget-me-nots. So this could be family and community here as well with the Ten of Pentacles. But it's like 3D reality. It's Virgo energy. You know, Virgos are very much very good at looking after themselves, strong nurturing energy. Could even be the family home here as well, something to do with the home, the family home, with the Ten of Pentacles. But again, 10 is completion. You know, 10 of Pentacles is having everything you want. It's community, it's time. Like, you know, you're being given time to take some rest. It could even be like going to an Airbnb or going to the country or something like that. But, you know, it's time as much as anything else, and processing. Maybe you feel isolated, but you've been isolated kind of for a reason, and that reason is so that you can have time to process what's happening and what's going on. You know, planning, waiting, taking a wait-and-see attitude with the Three of Wands here. So the Ten of Swords. We have the Three of Pentacles, so work, teaching, learning, students, lessons. You know, here we have like the wise man with children, so this is to do with teaching and things like that. You could be retired, or somebody could be a retired teacher, or maybe it's time with Three of Pentacles to go online and teach something, putting all your skills and talents to use. Like you have a gift or you have something that you're able to impart to others. And this is what you need to do. But you're afraid. You're kind of hiding. You've been betrayed. With the Ten of Swords here, you just don't feel like you have the energy. This is monkey mind going on here, all of this mind stress. Yeah, you could be having nightmares even. You know, this person looks like they're lying down. You could be having nightmares, or you're having bad dreams, or you're just having negative thoughts. And the thing is, once we start to realize that there is only God, then any bad thoughts, any negative energy, any pain, this too shall pass. You know, push it away. You have to actually be active. You know, this is, you know, action. Wands are action. You have to take action and to eradicating this negativity. And just relaxing, breathing. You know, breathe it out. Just know that it's all going to be okay, is what I'm getting. So Three of Pentacles, there's something here to do with lessons and learning and teaching. You might have had a favourite teacher. And then Two of Swords, yeah, career decision. Two of Swords is always about career. But it's also you needing to defend yourself. And this person has their hands behind their back. So feeling like you need to defend yourself. And this is the back here as well. So there could be something here to do with physiotherapy and Reiki and what's that one with the needles? You know, acupuncture and things like that. Some kind of healing medicine, good medicine needed. But it's almost like making a choice between, shall I go traditional, or shall I, go for more alternative medicine, is what I'm getting. So the Two of Swords is a career decision, and see, this person's worried, they're stressed that something's happening behind the scenes, like there's a wolf here creeping up. But this, yeah. But then I'm getting that this wolf is injured. It's not kind of being sneaky, like it's not low enough. If you understand dogs, you know, when they're sneaking up on their prey, they get down pretty low. Like I have a big dog, you know, he's the size of a small horse. Yeah, and even he, when he's kind of thinking someone's at the back door, he's very protective. When he thinks someone's at the back door, he gets down really low and stalks like a cat, you know, and that's what dogs do. So this person, somebody's got a bad foot or an injury to the foot or the ankle, or this dog is injured and needing your help. But you're uncertain. You can feel something creeping up behind you, like you can sense it, and you're trying to protect yourself. But at the end of the day, this wolf is harmless. It is injured, you know, and that's the thing too, you know, hurts. people who are hurt others. You know, there's injury here, and there's 2 candles here, there's 2 flames, which could be the 2 of Wands. And the 2 of Wands is research. And also this could be putting the past behind you. You know, instead of these swords being in front, it's putting it all behind you once and for all, knowing that you're protected, putting it all behind you. But there's a sneaking up feeling, like you're afraid that people are hiding things from you, that they're being sneaky, but they're injured and they need your help. And 2 of Swords is a decision, but it can be to do with career as well. So wolves or dogs can have something to do with you. You know, this is a wolf here, or a cat that looks like a wolf. I don't know. Is there a cat that looks like a wolf? I don't know. Oh, that's funny. So, yeah, you know, maybe this is it too. You know, you're losing your finances. Perhaps you've lost your job. Maybe you've lost everything. You know, you've lost a lot. You know, gone from 10 pentacles to 3 pentacles. But this can also be young people leaving the home, going out into the world to learn their lessons, to teach others. But it's a collaboration as well going on here. Maybe somebody feels left out of something, you know, like there's a 4th person, they feel left out, you know, maybe they're retired or maybe they're just tired, is what I'm getting. And then we have the 5 of Cups, so, you know, sorrow. But this 5 of Cups is facing into the future. You know, this is regret, this is sorrow, but it's minor arcana. Like, this is all minor arcana. Oh, except for these 2. So, you know, all this stress is minor worries, just a build-up of toxic energy, a build-up of stress. Going into the future, it's kind of like, you know, lessons learned. It's like you have nothing really to be afraid of moving forward. You just have to regain your strength and a more, you know, regain your faith in humanity, regain your faith in God, that kind of thing. And see, we have waterfalls here, filling your cup up with waterfalls. We're having lots of waterfalls in the cards at the moment. Yeah, see the waterfall cups overflowing, like there's an overflowing here of emotion, or there's waterfalls. And then we have this 3 of Cups, this 3 of Cups with red wine in it. It's time to kind of give up. Yeah, there could also be something here to donating blood, needing to donate blood. Of course, any kind of blood spill or any sacrifice to do with blood or anything like that is evil. Turn you back on those sorts of things. There could have been like a bit of black magic put on you, but you're being released from this. So the 2 of Cups is, you know, inflow of cleansing needed here as well. You know, giving up the alcohol. Maybe like when you drink, you know, alcohol is a depressant. So, you know, needing to switch out alcohol and drugs and anything that's bad for you, addictive energy, and swap it out for cleansing, for good health, getting out into nature, going to waterfalls. But see, we have this Knight of Pentacles coming in. So you could end up going to the land of the Emperor. God. And 5s are about change. This is a weird reading. Wow. It must be funny for people who've never heard me read before and they're getting to hear this for the first time. Oh, and there's that 2 of Wands. Look, on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, a little birdie told me so. Blue jays. You know, a bluebird. Yeah. This looks like Canada as well. Like we have these maple leaves and things like that. Or maple syrup could have something to do with you, and autumn. And this person's wearing a yin yang. But see, this person's tied to the post. They're tied to this one wand with their foot. So this person could be single, but they're tied to their wand. So this person could be very much like in their lower chakra sexual energy, but they look really happy, they look really peaceful. And 2 of Wands is about research or contact, a spiritual connection of some kind. But somebody's being held in place for a reason, like somebody's waiting. We've got a masculine. What I'm kind of, the upshot of this is that, like, I'm getting that you're in separation from someone or from some people. And this has really been, you know, a problem for you. But at the end of the day, they could just be imagining that you're like this. Maybe you're not worried at all. You're just finding peace. You're just enjoying yourself, you know. You've got, you're in a good community, or you're going on a holiday, and, you know, you've got your Three of Pentacles. You know, you're working. You could even be working from home, planting gardens and just living a more natural life of some kind. But yeah, it's kind of like you're working from home, you're keeping yourself busy. You know, Three of Pentacles is industry, and it's kind of they. If there's been a masculine here who has, you know, ghosted you, gaslighted you, locked you out in some way, yeah, they're not letting on. They're showing a face of power. They're putting on a brave face. You know, they're working on their gifts and talent. They're very gifted and talented. They have strong youthful energy. You know, yeah, but they're not letting on that this is actually bothering them more than it's bothering you, or they don't realize that this is going to bother them more than you. So this is masculine energy here. They're sitting and waiting. Like, they're just not going to reach out. They're too busy in their own little dreamland is what I'm getting. But then with the Knight of Pentacles, with this Two of Wands, it's like they're going to have no choice. Or, you know, they're going to have to come forward and meet you somewhere. They're going to meet you somewhere and make amends for something. This came from my reading yesterday. What's under the Two of Wands? Oh, we have a Queen of Cups. So, you know, Queen of Cups energy. There could be an age difference here. This could actually even be twin flame and things like that. Or maybe, you know, and then we have the Eight of Cups. Yeah, the Queen of Cups, yeah, is just sitting there. You know, the Queen of Cups next to waterfalls as well, just sitting there waiting, waiting energy. They could have an assistant of some kind, or online connection. There could be something here to do with an online connection. There could be an online admirer as well. So I'm going to have to listen to this reading. I don't know. It's not really flowing in a storyline that I normally would have. So, you know, the storyline is broken. The storyline is broken. Yeah. Fly. A period of ill health, depression. Right. Yeah. Fly. So I think that says it all. With the Ten of Swords and the Fly. There could be something rotten, like rotten meat or something like that. Something's rotting. You could have a sore that's not healing. That could be to do with diabetes or too much sugar in your system. You need to get, you know, sugar, like cancer loves sugar, you know. Sugar eats your flesh from the inside out, you know, so does alcohol. My mother's organs turned to slop because of the alcoholism. Her internal organs turned into mush, like literally melted away, because all she ate was carbohydrate, sugar, and alcohol. And on her deathbed, her organs were mush. She bled out of her eyes and she bled out of her mouth when she was dying. This black goo. And that was her, all of her organs melting and breaking down while she was still alive. That's horrific, isn't it? That's horrific. I watched that. Yeah, so depression and ill health. So, you know, this is like an urgent message to get yourself up, get yourself moving. You know, it's time to put yourself out there. It's time to, you know, if you want to learn something, learn it. If you can teach something, teach it. So it's time to clean out your fridge is what I'm getting. There's something rotten, or there's something rotten or dying in your house. A dead mouse or something. I don't know. Oh gosh, this is weird. And work, achievement, success. Right. So yeah, you need to, you know, move away from the toxic energy, or move away from the flies. There's something here to do with, you know, cleaning out all the rubbish, cleaning out all the garbage, cleaning out all the, you know, like when you see an abundance of flies on a spiritual level, there's cleansing needed. So needing to clean, needing to cleanse, need to pick yourself up, because you have things to offer this world. You know, become industrious. There's daylilies here as well. Work, achievement and success. So this too shall pass is what I'm getting. Maybe you're thinking about somebody who's passed over. Yeah. So, and then we have staff. You will be taken care of in difficult times. So you're being taken care of is what I'm getting as well. The angels are here to help you, to assist you. You don't really need to make a decision. You just have to flow onto your path. And then the Emperor and the Five of Cups. You might have had an alcoholic father, or there's problems here to do with alcohol and a parent, or alcohol. You might work in an alcohol industry or rehabilitation, being the Emperor. Like, the Emperor runs companies. The Emperor, you know, is the top of their field, the top of their game. Maybe you're needing to see a father make amends, or somebody needs to make amends. Oh, this is kind of like a non-reading reading, and it's quite gruesome. Yeah. Sorry if I've triggered anyone. Lily, spiritual love. So we've got Two of Wands here, you know, and then we have the Knight of Pentacles. So the spiritual love here, yeah, a soul connection with someone. They could have a beard, bit of ginger in it. They're quite tan. They could be South American or something like that. I don't know. And I'm getting pirates or something for some reason. But yeah, Lily, spiritual love. But this is coming into the 3D. So, you know, you need to sit like the Emperor. You need to take a commanding position. Or you're going to be in a position where you're going to have people working for you. This could also be, you know, for career. This could also be like talent scouts and things like that, signing contracts. You know, maybe, you know, this is like you sleeping on the streets. You've got nothing. You're in your car. But, you're still working a minor job, like a low-paying job, but you have a gift and talent that somebody could come in. You could end up with a business manager, or a, what do you call that, talent manager or something. Talent scouts is what I'm getting. What's going on? Or somebody around you, very gifted and talented. I can't. Valley, deep personal strength and peace that assures success. And, you know, this is what we were saying at the beginning. You know, you need to come to this. You know, you need to find this peace. Know that you are loved. Know that you're being guided. And something's going from a spiritual connection, could even be online, into the 3D. They're coming in. They could have had difficulties with their father and things like that, or they could be a drugs and alcohol counsellor. And the yin-yang is here, you know, very balanced nature, or they could have some kind of yin-yang tattoo. You know, yin-yang is the black, you know, is that Chinese sign. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like two fish interlocked, black and white. Yeah, so there's Pisces energy here, a lot of water energy here, air energy, Gemini. Cancer, you know, Cancer represents family and the environment, so there's some cleansing needed. You could have had an alcoholic father, or you have a very difficult father in your life or there's a man with two sons. One of them is a player, like has problems with drugs and alcohol. The other one is very talented. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Anyway, this is sort of turning into a long reading that isn't really saying much. Or is it? You will know. Gosh, you'll know. Oh, and then we have explore your options. It's time to look at other possibilities. It's a good time to make changes. So 3 of Wands, and then exploring your options. So it's time to make changes. It's time for renewal. You know, you're wearing a pearl crown. You are loved by the divine. The divine wants you to be happy, wants you to be healthy. There could be something here to do with a child being ill, or a loss of a child, or something like that in the past. You know, they're swimming with the turtles. You know, they're swimming with the turtles. You could have something here to do with marine and marine biology, or something like that. The ocean. So a little mermaid baby. And then we have you're being helped. So heaven is working behind the scenes. So heaven is working behind the scenes to help you, even if you don't see results yet. There could be somebody in a position of power who's working behind the scenes. They're just waiting for information. They're waiting for something or someone to come forward, or you are. A reply of some kind to get the ball rolling. So there could be somebody in a position of power that you're going to meet, or somebody coming into your life who is going to protect you and get a good deal for you in some way, or protect you. And then we have friendship. So you will be taken care of in difficult times. So there's a friend coming in, somebody who you can rely on, someone who you can trust. You've never been able to rely or trust on anyone in the past, and this is all changing. So this friendship here coming together. Make a date for a play or play date with one or more friends. So yeah, there could be a gathering, a coming together. Could even be like a family coming together or something like that. Yeah, so you know, the separation here, but then there's a coming together. And more water energy, picnicking in the forest, that kind of thing. Simplify your life, you know, declutter. We talked about that. So, you know, decluttering yourself inside and out. And then we have one of these. Oh, that came. Healthy choices. Yeah, you need to start making healthy choices. Thank you, angels, for guiding me to make healthy decisions. So you're needing to look after your health, make healthy choices, and the miracle of forgiveness. So there's forgiveness needed here. Thank you, Jeremiah, for helping me understand the process of forgiveness. So there's some forgiveness needed here around family, around friends, around yourself in some way, and the miracle of prayer. So your prayers are going to be answered. Archangel Sandalphon, thank you, Sandalphon, I can't say that, for delivering my prayers to the heavens and trusting your vibes. We talked about that. And we'll just, I think my battery's about to go flat. We'll just do one of these, like Lakshmi Oracle. Sorry, I just had to change my battery. So while I was changing my battery as well, you know, you could be like a feminine and two masculines here. You could have brothers, or you could, yeah, but very protective energy here. But you're being shown the way as well. This person has a lamp, they have a light, they have a torch. Somebody's holding a torch for you. There's somebody in your friendship group that, or if you go out with your friends, you're going to meet someone. It's going to be they're very passionate, they're very peaceful. It could end up in some kind of a proposal, but also there's a business arrangement coming in here. There's a business offer coming in. Yeah. So also I noticed that you've got healthy choices, but yeah, healthy choices. You need to make healthy choices when it comes to masculine energy in your life. If you have anyone with ill health around you, you know, or maybe you think it's genetic, there's some kind of genetic thing going on, you know, it's kind of like all you have to do is live a healthy life, exercise, do yoga, eat healthily. You know, if you don't have a lot of movement, maybe even if you're a really large person. There was a woman who, she just started going from her lounge room and walking to her washing line and back as exercise, and then she walked around her washing line, and then you know, she started to think about health. Like as soon as you start exercising, you start thinking about what you're putting in your mouth. So there's that as well. But also, yeah, it's just time to get started on living a healthier lifestyle. You don't have to be tied to a genetic disposition, is what I'm getting. Sometimes the medical industry makes us afraid. Yeah, and just remember that the medical industry is a business. You know, people don't realize that. They think of it as a charity, but it's a business. In America, you know very well it's a business because it's so bloody expensive over there. I mean, people die before they can have surgery. Yeah, there could be something here to do with surgery as well, because this can represent, Three of Pentacles can represent hospitals. You could work in a hospital of some kind. Yeah. And then we have, I can't pronounce these, 9, wisdom. You know, 9 is a number of completion. You know, you have something to complete, you have something to finish before you leave this planet. So you're not leaving this planet until you've completed something, and you need introspection. 9 is the card of the Hermit as well. 9 is also a very, very powerful spiritual number, and it's a fight for your soul number. So it's, and it could, and the reason I say it's a fight for your soul number is because it vibrates very, very strong masculine energy, and it can, if you like live in a number 9 house, you know, it can be a house of addiction, or it can be the house of the spiritual guru. So, you know, at the moment it's all hanging in the balance. Yeah, limbo, did I say limbo? Maybe you do limbo. You have to, the limbo, the mamba I'm getting now, dancing I'm getting. So, yes, people twirling. Yeah, so it's kind of like, which way are you going to go? You know, are you going to go the way of my mother, or are you going to go the way of being healthy? Just because you had, you know, you're not your parents, just because you had alcohol parents or bad parents or difficult parents, for those who did, that's not for everyone, doesn't mean you're the same. You can break the mold, you can make a decision. You need to make a choice, and it has to be your choice. So there's a fight for your soul going on here on a spiritual level. But mother of devotion as well, you know, devotion. So this could be to do with a mother healing, that kind of thing as well. Loss of a mother, like I lost mine. Yeah. And it was a relief to me when she did pass, because, yeah, because it was a relief. So, Gayatri Devi. I'll read this because I don't understand them. But, you know, these are cards of India, Hindu gods and things like that could be important to you. So, 9. Sorry if this reading's dragged on a bit, but I think the upshot of all this is that you need to make a decision once and for all. You have to make this decision to be healthy, to eat healthy, to exercise, even just small amounts. Start small, and then grow it from there. So, you know, it's like if you're in good health, you don't have to worry about medicine, the medical industry. There's something here to do with that. Gayatri Devi, the goddess Gayatri, is the personification of the ancient sacred Gayatri mantra. Represents devotion and inspiration for all those on a spiritual path. Always presides over morning chanting. Continuous chanting of her mantra will generate powerful vibrations that pulsate all your glands, nerves, chakras, and of course your brain. Yeah, the sound waves created will rise up to the sun and then return. I come from the light and I dissolve into light. I am the highest vibration coming from this earth, and was created to connect man with God and facilitate women becoming goddesses. I bring enlightenment and spiritual powers to my devotees. You know what I'm getting from the Emperor? The Emperor is God. The Emperor is God. They've got to go through God to get to you. Yeah, is what I'm getting. They've got to go through God. A protector is here. So, you know, it's a fight for your soul. And this is why this is why you're in the dark night of the soul. This is why you're going through what you're going through. You have to kind of, you know, almost use mind over matter. You have to overcome, you know, because depression can create a lot of illness in the body. So, you know, a healthy mind is a healthy body. A healthy body is a healthy spirit. A healthy spiritual person. All right, love to you guys. What's under here? Accept heaven's help. You've prayed for help, so get out of the way and let the heavens help you. And I think that came up in yesterday's reading. You need to get out of the way. Anyway, sorry this is a bit drawn out. But yeah, I think the messages are there pretty clear. This is why you need to listen to the end of tarot readings, because tarot readings grow and change as the reading goes on. And that's also for many other people. So, you know, you get a lot of messages coming through for many different people. So, but if you've got this far, this reading should help you in some way. It's time to let go of the grief, of the sorrow. It's time to follow your path of enlightenment. Trying to follow time to follow God, basically. All right, love to you. Have faith. Love to you. Bye.